How's it going, guys? Hopefully, when you see this video, man, you find yourself doing good, as well as your family. So, for those who don't know, man, we live in Mexico, and based on the current events that are happening in the U.S., and where there's a mass deportation, right? That affects different countries, right? You know, and where USA citizens are living. And right here in Mexico, because of what's going on over there, are now deporting American citizens if they don't have their proper documentation. Something that before it was overlooked and not cared for, right? So now they're making it a big deal, and they're going after those USA citizens who are living right here. As you guys can tell, the wife is American, and it's something that I do wonder how she feels about it, right? Because me being here, man, I mean, I don't have to worry about that. But I don't know what somebody who lives in Mexico, who is an American, and who can be in danger of being deported, might feel. You know, it's something from a different perspective, right? Instead of just being over there in the U.S., sending people to their own countries, now how an American will feel going to a different country and now being persecuted. Or maybe not persecuted like that, but it might feel to one point. So what would be your take on that?
I mean, I don't want to say it's unfair, but I know that not all Americans are in other countries because someone that they love has been deported. But there are a lot of women, if you watch any platforms of deportees and with a white person, it's usually the woman that's white that has given up her life over in the United States to come with her loved one. And so I do understand that there are Americans that come to Mexico and they bring their dollars and everybody thinks they're living large over here. But for us that have come down with our deportee, that usually isn't the case. And that's not our case. We earn pesos, we spend pesos, and we pay taxes every month with our business. So, but on the flip side, I understand that the president of Mexico is trying to protect her people who are being deported from over there. And the one thing I want to say too is not everybody that's here in Mexico from another country does not have proper paperwork. Some of them do. I know there's platforms where I've seen where there's a couple where they have gone for full-blown citizenship. They never plan on going back and they want to become a citizen of Mexico. So it also comes down to that. Can you really be mad at it? Well, just like over there, it's not an easy process. You do have to learn, if you wanted to become a citizen, you do also have to learn full Spanish. You're going to test out. You need to know the history. There's a lot to it, just like if you were to become an American citizen. So I'm not like upset with the president, but I think that a lot of people are down here because of someone that's already been deported. Not everybody. I know the Americans live by the beach. They live in the nice areas. But I also know from other social media platforms, most of the women that I follow, they don't live in nice places. They live wherever their husband's family lived and where he grew up. And it ain't at the beach. It's usually down south where it's super rainy and cold, or like where we are, it's super hot. We're here just making a living together.
And what I want to touch down is that I might feel like it's a little bit unfair because it seems like it's just a game that two presidents might be playing just to show
Yeah.
their power to one another, right?
Yeah, to one another.
As if you do it to me or to my people, I'm gonna do it to your people as well, right?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, who gets affected?
And
The
I'm
people.
going to be completely honest too. I grew up in a small town in Wisconsin in the Midwest. Primarily white. And I moved to California when I was in my 20s. And that was when I really had that eye opening of all the different cultures that are around the world. Because honestly, back then, I didn't see a lot of it in Wisconsin. And living in California, it does make you open your eyes to a lot of the different cultures that are there and why they're there. You know? So
Hold on. So how do you feel? I mean, coming across different cultures in California, because I mean, after living someplace for a long time, it's like, okay, well, hold on, man.
I mean, it was a culture shock. You know, my mom grew up for some of her years in LA. And one of her best friends was a Mexican. And, you know, she always used to talk about her and her mom's cooking and this and that, you know, and then, you know, how sad she was when she had to move and leave her friend behind. And, you know, for me, it was like, wow. Because, like I said, where I grew up, everybody was white, you know. And so going out there, not only just seeing the different cultures, but seeing the different types of people, how they live, how they work, because it's all different. Like everywhere you go, and it's different. So.
And the food.
And the
I'm
food,
pretty
yeah.
sure over there they only had a certain.
Yeah, over there, you know, it was primarily, and you know, how they like to say meat and potatoes, but meat and potatoes are good. So, yeah.
Well, hopefully, I mean, we do pray, because at the end of the day, families are being affected, right? We pray they figure this thing out. We send our positive vibes to everybody out there who are going through, doesn't matter, man. People, American people going through right here in Mexico, or other people going over there through it in the U.S., right? Because I seen a video of this one lady, right, who got picked up, didn't have her passport, and she was with her man who's Mexican, right? And basically the guy was like, oh, she's with me, okay, well, are you Mexican or you're not? So I am. Okay, well, in that case, stay right here. We're just gonna take her, you know. And I can imagine how scary, even though they kept it nice, professional, you know, they didn't handcuff her, nothing like that. It's still scary because you're going into a car with strangers you don't know where you're gonna go to, and it's the unknown, you know. The unknown. And I'm pretty sure it brings fear. Like, okay, I'm living right here for so long. I got everything right here, my stuff, and now you mean to tell me that at any time that somebody can stop me, and then because I don't have my proper or my passport, right, with me, they can take me to whatever detention center, right, until I can prove that I have my passport.
Which I need to get my passport and put it like in the vehicle.
Yeah, you have to put it in the vehicle.
But
you know?
Yeah.
So I think that's what it is. They're not going as hard, you know, but they're just trying to make a point.
They're trying to make a point. They're mad and they're offended. And unfortunately, like I said, the Americans that are living down here, a lot of them, yes, the ones that are living in the nicer areas that are maybe retired and are coming down here and spending their money slowly. And I know, like, it's not fair to say, well, I'm down here because he was deported, so I get a free pass. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is it does kind of suck, because you have to think, if they really started cracking down on that and they actually started checking stuff when you cross and not letting people in, our family would be broken up, just like those families over there. And I understand that maybe they don't have the proper documentation or whatever, but they're working, they're contributing, just like me. I'm working, I'm contributing. I'm not taking anything from anything from anybody over here. I'm working for what I have. And that's what they're doing over there too. So
we started, we should drop this video, man, to telling you guys, I mean, let you guys know what's going on over here, how what's happening, whatever's happening over there in the U.S. is affecting the citizens of the U.S. that are living right here, and how they're affecting in Mexico, you know. And just to tell you guys that, hey, man, you know what? It's not the end. There's, wherever you land, there's always going to be opportunities, and take advantage of those opportunities. That's what we did, and that's what we keep doing every day, you know. So with this being said, we're going to end this video. Thank you very much for joining us today. Until next video. Right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.